Hello and welcome to Spirit Force. We have just arrived and I'm in a hurry, but I wanted to get the video started because this is going to be a long video. I've been asked to do a longer video, and so that's what this one's going to be. So when I do a longer video, which you probably already know because you clicked on the video and you saw the time on it. When I do a longer video, I just take you on a whole day. So I've loaded up the car. You'll see that, again, I already arrived. I'm at Spirit Force right now. I got Rocky back there somewhere. I have my chainsaw there too, because I might be having a friend come up tomorrow. Got some lumber, I have a lot of projects going on. I have so many projects that I can't even tell you them all. So many projects. So the reason why I'm in a hurry right now is there's a huge storm coming. It's like black clouds. So my first priority right now is to get my tent up, and that is my little backpacking tent. Today is one of those days that I really wish I had my canvas tent up. Really do, you guys. Okay, see you in a bit. Ooh, it seems a little tight. This is my 3-person tent. Does it seem like I'm in a hurry? Because ooh, I should shut that. It's raining right now. Let's hopefully I can get this tent up before it really comes down. It has just been raining like crazy up here, which is good. My little baby trees are probably doing awesome right now. And I gotta go check on them. But again, no, that's where we're camping. Did you just see that? He just peed right where I'm putting the tent. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna get this up and then get my rain jacket on too. Was the rain coming down? Yes, we had. That was a lot of rain. Sorry, couldn't take the camera out because it would have obviously ruined the camera. Wasn't expecting this much rain. In fact, the sun came out for a little bit, but I really hope it comes back because it's about 42 degrees here. Yeah, 42 degrees. So my goal this week, or this weekend, if you're not familiar with my channel, I have to do this every time, sorry you guys. 80% of you are brand new to my channel. I am on my own land, and I camp on it, and I'm building a cabin, and later in the year you will see a canvas tent on it, a really big canvas tent on it. And my canvas tent sits on a platform. So what I was planning on doing this weekend was to restain the platform. So I don't know if you know this, but I've been restaining that platform almost every year. Almost. Let's see, I think I've had it up for, is it 4 years I've had that platform up? And I think I've stained it 3 times so far. So it's raining, not staining the platform today. Hopefully I can do it in the morning tomorrow and get that part done. Now, if you want to know why I stain it every year, is because I bought, I think it was Doug fir instead of treated wood. I don't know what I was thinking when I first built this deck, because I was like, I don't want to be walking on treated wood. That's bad for you. It has chemicals in it. And what if Rocky were to chew on it? Rocky's never chewed on 2x4s. Yeah, he chews on sticks, but he doesn't chew on 2x4s, so I don't know what my deal was. Yeah, so I just try to prolong the life of my deck is what I'm trying to do. And I want to get it done before I put up a canvas tent, which I don't know still when that's going to be. Could be next weekend, could be 3 weekends from now. No idea. It all just depends. But it's, I don't know if you can hear all the birds. Do you hear them? There. Is it really pretty? I was gonna go for a little walk about, kind of check some things out on my property. Since we got a ton of rain since I left last. And I do see some changes to my blue spruce, not just the baby trees that I've had, but some new growth on the blue spruce trees that are already here that I have not seen this much growth ever. Now, let me just show you real fast because I'm looking right at one, and you guys like more of these conversational type videos anyways, and this is gonna be kind of a longer video. But look at this blue spruce here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it. I think my forest is telling me it likes me, even though I'm tearing it up with my cabin. But here we go. You see all that new growth right here? All of this new growth? I have never, since I have been here, I have never seen this much growth. Now, we've had a lot of rain. I don't think the rain's any different than it has been any other year, but this is definitely a lot more new growth. Now, I've mentioned this multiple times, but you could actually eat these. This is food. It doesn't taste that great, but it's edible. It's really, it smells like a Christmas tree. Yeah, that's what it smells. And I think that's what it tasted like. It's been a while since I've had one of these. Maybe I'll try one again at some point. But I was going to go for a walk, and we're going to go check on the little baby trees again and see all the new growth from my forest. Maybe my forest is liking me. I don't know. I have never seen this much growth. We're going for a little walkabout. Yes, yes. See, even this one has it too. Some more growth on the tree. Here's my kitchen area. Still need to stain that table. Hopefully I can get that done. Maybe we go check out, see how the table is doing since I've put it up. Let's see. Yeah, if you see, I really cut into the ground there. So another thing I was planning on doing is kind of leveling out this area too. So we'll see. I want to repaint these as well. You can see I got a lot of staining to do. I got 3 gallons of this stain, so I can be busy if it were just to be dry. And I bought some more of that pretty paint too, so I can paint some things too. And that's what I was planning on doing today. Oh well. This is the way it goes. Nature has a different purpose for me today. Oh, let's just go for a walk and just look at everything. It's so cool. It's so pretty. So for all of my little baby trees, and I have a whole video on my baby trees, so go check them out. I'm bringing water up, and I'm putting a little hole in it. This is a lemonade. Put a little hole in it so it constantly drips on it. I was here last weekend. No, was I here? No, I wasn't here last weekend. So that means this isn't draining fast enough. These should be empty. But it is draining because it was all the way at the top. I need to put another little hole in there. Also have this so it filters down into my tree. This is the one that I thought wasn't doing so good. This is the one that's closest to my tent area. But I do see some more growth on it, so maybe it'll be okay. Let's go check out the other one. trees seem to be doing really well. I hear something, and we're gonna go check it out. This time I'm bringing you along. Do you hear it? Yeah. It sounds a little bit like like someone's around my electricity box. And some kids maybe. So we're gonna go check it out. I've had a lot of trees fall. I'm like, speaking of that, watch out, rockers. Look at this tree that fell. That just happened. So this isn't very safe right now. Let's see if I can show it to you. I'm checking it out at the same time. I'm filming it. I'm like, that's not safe. I might have to come back here and see if I can get that thing to fall. I don't know. We had a huge windstorm come through here. Remember I told you that neighbor didn't really, I destroyed her front yard with a bunch of poles. You know, I'm waiting for her to get mad at me or something, you know. But I know it's all about building. It's an easement, you know. Well, it's not my power. But do you hear that humming? There's my closest neighbor right there, and they're never there. I heard that her dad built that house. That's pretty cool. There's some kids. There's some people that bought some land over that way, and they have kids. Kids that like to scream and run, and you know what though? I don't really mind it. Like in the city, I mind it a little bit more because I'm working. But here, I'm like, you know, these kids are free. They're having fun. I love that. Here's another one. Look at you guys. I am so happy about this. You have no idea. I'm so happy. Last year, we didn't really have any growth at all. You see this? There's something in there. Yeah, there might be. So last year we had these spruce worms, and I think that's a worm right there, and it like was killing all of the trees. So there you go. That's a spruce silkworm is what they're called. So it kind of looked like it was like a nest in there, and it likes to eat these little shoots. See if I see. There's another one right there. These little worms. Somewhere in there. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Oh, I have bug guts on my hand. It's all good. All good. Yeah. I'll clean it later. Oh, okay. So the spruce worms, or spruce silkworms or something, they end up eating those little buds that come off the tree. And was it last year? I did a video on it. I don't know. You guys seem to remember more than me. I think it was last year that they had so many of them that it ate off all of the buds. And this year, yeah, now I got a bunch of dirt and worm stuff on me. Go figure. Just wipe it off. Yeah, that's just wipe it off on the tree. Yeah, I don't see them on this one. This one seems pretty good. Yeah, but they'll create these like little nests, and they end up eating those little buds. You see Rocky? Rox, where are you? Come on. Come. Rox. He'll come. Oh, so my aspens. Not to keep complaining about all of the bugs that I have, but this is what happens with the aspens. You'll see inside this one, there's another nice surprise usually. Let's see if I can open it up with one hand. Well, I don't see it in there. But you'll see they create these little nests. See how they bundled all these leaves together? And it's like another, oh, there it is. That one's, see, they're nasty. Look at that. Do you see it? These things are bigger. There it is. And they've been eating, I don't know, is it focusing? I can't see on the camera, but they've been eating a lot of the aspen. And there's some areas here that neighbors have complained that they're eating up and killing up all their aspen. So here you'll see over here, they create this like little nest, and they fold the leaf within, and they create a little home. Yeah, you nasty. You nasty. You killing my aspen, man. You're killing it. Okay. Yeah, I just spent the last 10 minutes killing all the worms on that tree that has fallen over on the ground. The tree's dead anyways. Anyways, I don't know. Hey there, rockers. You gotta get these more birds. I hear the birds. They need to start doing their job a little more. Yeah. They need to start doing their job and killing all these bugs. Like, they're easy to find. Like, there's a lot of food here for those birds. Did you hear that one? That is a hummingbird. It sounds like somebody with a whistle, and they're flying around with a whistle. It's really interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to my campsite here, and I'll chat with you guys over there. I'm kind of waiting a little bit to see if the deck is gonna dry, and if it dries, we're gonna start staining that. Okay, still looks like the deck is gonna be wet for a while, so we're gonna have to find something else to do, Rockies. We're gonna have to find something else to do. I don't think we're staining right now. No. The one thing I do have is plenty of projects to do. I do. I have plenty. Like, my mind is always going. So, like, if I can't stain the deck, even though that's what I was here for, I'll do something else. Even if it is raining. I just felt another raindrop. So I have, okay, all my videos play kind of on each other. This is like a story, so you gotta watch the videos before to understand what's going on now. That's kind of how it works. So I got 4 seasons. You need to catch up. I got a bunch of logs back here that I cut down, or I cut down and then I chopped them into logs. So we're gonna find a spot to stack those, and we're gonna get this area kind of. Let's see, is it showing it the right area over here? This area. See all this mess over here? We're gonna get that area cleaned out, because what I would like to do eventually is I want to build another. What, you serious? You are messy. Holy, you gotta see him, you guys. Look at his nose. He's like, I like the building site. He goes over there and then he just like digs there forever. He thinks it's the coolest thing. Huh, rockers? You tired now? You've been digging too much? Doesn't he look tired? He looks so tired right now. Rocky's, he's working on his retirement home too, because that's where he's going to be retiring. Yeah, you're going to be an old boy. Oh, you've got to see this. It's so cute. He is so cute sometimes. Look over here. You got to look at the camera. Like, oh yeah. I know a lot of you that watch my channel had a Roddy, and you can relate to me, you know, and you miss your Roddy. They are really some of the sweetest dogs. So he is the moodiest dog I know. Moody. Yes, you are moody. You're going to stay in the tent with me tonight? Huh? Are you? You don't know. But yeah, this will be his retirement home, is what I'm calling it. I think it's a pretty good retirement home for you rockers. Okay, so I'm going to start moving some stuff around. I'm going to get some working gloves on and start working. It is, did I tell you what the temperature was? I don't remember. It was like 42 degrees right now. So it is chilly, so you really do want to keep moving. Just, that's what I do to keep myself warm, and I get a lot of stuff done. And I am really excited. Like, I thought about going like hiking or just going backpacking for the night or something, but then I was like, you know, there's a lot of stuff I gotta do here. There really is. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, we're gonna end up talking a lot when we get in my tent. Some of you have asked for some more talking videos, so this is gonna be a talking video, and we're gonna talk. We are going to talk in my tent. You'll keep me company. I'm just looking at all the work I gotta do. I'm like, how many hours is this gonna take? Okay, let me show you the before, because I don't know if you guys like it when I'm like video me doing some stuff, some working stuff. Some of you like it. You say I wear you out while you're sitting on the couch. Anyways, okay, so this is the before. Let me give you a perspective. There's the table and the Rockies, and this is the before. So this is what I really want to clean out, is this area here. I am alone, so I can't use my chainsaw right now, but anything that needs to be cut up, I will cut up possibly tomorrow, because I am having somebody come here tomorrow. I want to like delimb this tree a little bit more, and this is kind of an open area here. I do have a lot of logs to pile up. The thing is I got more to cut up, but it started getting pretty dangerous in there, just trying to, you know, position myself to cut. And so I just need to remove some stuff to make it safer for me to get back in there and cut up some more stuff. So that is kind of the plan for now. Yeah, I'm getting hot now. So I want to show you some of my wood. I get a lot of questions regarding my wood. Like, why am I getting rid of some of my wood? Why don't I make something out of the wood? Why don't I keep all my wood to burn? Why don't I build a cabin with the wood? I'm trying to think of anything else that might be about my wood. I want to show you what my wood looks like. Now, I just took this tree down 2 weekends ago. Just cut it down. You'll see what it looks like inside my logs. Yes. That's a woodpecker home in there. Wouldn't that be cool to put a light in that? Maybe I can make something out of that. That'd be kind of cool. A little feature piece or something. There's a lot of ants. So ants live in this as well. I'm trying to see if there's any larvae in there. Sometimes it's really disgusting when you're cutting down a tree, because then like all these ants and worms come out of it. It's really nasty. It's carpenter ants. Yeah, not good for building a cabin. I will have wood in my cabin, but I will have to think about that and either spray or put some powder around my cabin every year or something like that. But yeah, a lot of my trees look like this. Here's some more. You see, it's just, and when we were cutting this one down, it was, oh, there was a nest in there. No, it wasn't a live nest. Don't worry about that. When we were cutting this down, it went down faster than we thought, and it went the wrong direction. And that's how unsafe it is sometimes to cut some of these trees here, is because a lot of them are hollow. They don't look hollow from the outside, but as soon as you start cutting, you'll start coming through on the chainsaw, then all of a sudden the chainsaw goes woof, right through it. And that's what happened with this tree right here, and it ended up falling in the wrong direction. I wasn't the one that felled this tree, but it fell in the wrong direction. I just made sure I was out of the way. Any of these trees, obviously, or any tree that comes down, I make sure I am out of the way, because it's unpredictable what they're going to be like inside. And a lot of them have a lot of these holes. Now I can still burn the wood. You know, I got some people say, oh, you need to get rid of that wood. I'm like, I can still burn it. It still burns, you know, it still will provide heat in my home. But yeah, not the best wood. Not the best wood to make furniture out of, not the best wood to build a cabin with. And that is the majority of the dry wood that I have here. Now I do have spruce, and I've been asked about that, but spruce is very sappy. So I'd have to cut the spruce down and let it sit for years before I start working, like building with it or making anything out of it. And I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to have my cabin now. I don't want to wait years. I will not have a log cabin, in case you're wondering. It will not be a log cabin. And one of the reasons is because of this. This is what will happen to my logs out here. We got tons of woodpeckers. My neighbor, in fact, Dave, I think he's having a party right now. I can hear him. When he sits on his deck, I can hear him because he doesn't realize it. He's on top of the hill, and it echoes throughout the entire valley. But anyways, Dave's house has a ton of holes in his house. And maybe one day I'll go over there and I'll do a video and show you all the holes that Dave has in his house because of the woodpeckers. He's got like a family of woodpeckers living in between his walls. Okay, so I'm gonna keep loading. I'm actually creating this little wood stack over here. I don't know, I guess it'll be wood that I could use later. I think that's what I'm gonna do throughout my property. Instead of hauling all the wood to one spot, I'll just have little spots of wood. The good thing about that, and then this is how I feel, is that it offers shade for some animals. It can offer some home for some animals, possibly bugs too, but you know, I have other logs, stacks other places, and I've seen squirrels hide their nuts in it and stuff like that. So I don't know, I kind of like it. Adds a little bit of shade. It gets a little bit more moss in the area and stuff. And when I need the wood, I'll just come out and go grab the wood wherever I need it. Okay, about 2 hours went by. Yeah, I was hailed on, rained on, poured. Rocky got mooey because he wanted to go back home. So he went over to the tent, or not the tent, but he went over to the car and was like, let me in the car, I'm done, let's go. In his old age, he's not becoming that tough dog, you know. He wants his big canvas tent, to be honest with you. When that canvas tent is here, he doesn't go to the car. That's like he knows that's home, and he's got a bed, and he just lays there, you know. But I was hard at work. Do you want to see what I've done? I didn't film a lot of it, because I don't know if you guys want to see all of it. So let me show you. Okay, there's the crybaby. Looking all tough like he does. And look how nice and clear this area is now. Isn't that nice? This is very nice and clear. Rocky wants to say hi. But no sticks on the ground, not a lot of logs. Everything's kind of stacked over here. You could walk through the area pretty well without getting like bombarded by sticks and stuff like that. there it is again. I'm going to try to back up some more so you can kind of see. I'm kind of debating on where I'm going to put my table for cooking. So that's like what I would consider the eating table. And then over here will be more of a cooking table. We'll see. Haven't made that yet. It will be on the list. For now, I'll be cooking on the table. But I don't think I'm done yet. It's about 3:30 right now. And I think what I want to do is fix this kitchen area. I don't know if you could tell if I get down like this. If you see it, it's really slanted. So I had to bury those top legs up on the hill. So what I want to do is I want to dig into it and make that area kind of flat. I did that in my other kitchen area too. I think it works out pretty well. This is a bigger table, so it's gonna be a lot more digging. It is nice and cool. I mean, again, I got hailed on, possibly snowed on. I mean, it was possibly snowing, so it is really nice and cool. So really today's the day to do it. However, I gotta figure out how to move that table by myself. Rocky, do you feel like moving a table, buddy? You won't even look at me. Are you depressed? Are you? He's like, where's my canvas tent? Yeah, he's ready. He's ready for the canvas tent. And to be honest, I kind of am too, but it's okay. Okay, so let's get started on this project. I'm going to start digging. I'm tired. My body's hurting. That was a lot of work. It is 5:50 right now. I'm hungry. So, I'm gonna try something new to eat today, and I thought I'd share it with you. See if you like my facial expression. This one is called Quinoa Quick Meal. Mango and roasted pepper. High in fiber, gluten-free. It's vegan. I don't know. You could look it up online if you're interested. Take a quick peek at that. I'm just hungry. I gotta eat. And then we're gonna talk about kind of what I did, because you noticed I was doing something over here too. I'm planning ahead. Yes. Ooh, you see this? It looks like it's gonna pop. It's like really stiff. Anytime you open anything in the mountains, you gotta like face it the other way. If you open yogurt in the mountains, it goes all over your face. And I probably have dirt all over my face, so sorry about that. Oh, goodness. So I actually had this in my fridge for a little bit. So they say you don't have to cook it. Comes with some like salsa stuff, and as quinoa. I like quinoa, so I was like, I like mango, I like salsa, so should be okay, right? Oh, and it comes with this cute little spoon too, a little spork. Oh, and it's raining again. Do you hear this bird? It just keeps on repeating itself. I think it's cute, but there's a part of me, it's like, shut up. A little part of me is like that, because it's just constant. And I don't know if that's Dave's house that all these people are at. I have never heard these people so loud. There is another house over there. Oh, this looks like this might be really hot, like spicy hot. I don't know. Ooh, it smells spicy. That's okay. I take this backpacking if I like it, you know, because it doesn't involve any cooking at all. I like that part of it. I'm gonna take my first bite, give you my opinion of it. Just stirring it up. Here, you want to see what it looks like? So yeah, the sun's kind of setting behind me here. Oh, and it looks like we have more rain clouds coming too, so I don't have that much time. It's just been constant, like rain, and then it stops raining, and then it hails. Okay. I didn't mix it totally, but mixed it enough to be able to take a bite, and let's try this out. You'll get my facial expression. You'll see if I really like it or not, because I can't hide facial expressions. It's cold. Has like a really big mango taste to it. I just broke the spoon. I don't think the spoon works so well, but I think it's really good. I would do this again. I had this in my pantry for a couple months. I did. I was like, ooh, next time I go camping, I'll bring that. And I keep forgetting to bring it. So yeah. That's pretty good. 210 calories. I don't know. I'm going to do this and you can read it. Here, let me give a face out of it. Is it in focus? Hopefully. You can hit pause and you can see it if you want to. That's not bad at all. Not bad. And then when it with some of my wild Zora stuff, possibly. I don't know. We'll see how hungry I get. Okay, I'm going to eat, so you don't have to watch me eat, because I'm hungry. And then we're going to talk about, hopefully before the rain comes, we're going to talk about kind of what I did here. Because you'll see I did something over there. I got an idea. That was good. I liked it. I would buy it again. I really would. Quinoa quick meal. That's what it's called. It's a mess though. So it's like it produces a lot of trash. So keep that in mind. You want to see what my plan is? I want to show you around a bit, and again, I'm going to apologize for my neighbors. They're like ridiculously loud. I even had to play music just to drown them out a little bit. I think it's teenagers, and I'm like, man, this is the one time I don't have my kids here. I'd like ship them over there to go play with the teenagers. Anyways, okay, let me show you what my thoughts are. And should I show you my old kitchen? Are you guys, the ones that are new, do you want to see what my old kitchen looks like? Maybe we walk over there and I can show you that. Hold on. Okay, we're walking over on the other side. So that's my tent platform. My new kitchen is over on the other side of that tent platform, so I'm on the opposite side of it. And here it is. There's my older table. I might end up staining that too and just keeping it there, because like, why destroy it if I don't know. This might end up being part of a driveway at some point, maybe, I don't know. This is where I was cooking before. I had like a bushcraft type table that I put together with just the materials that I had on the land. And that was actually the wooden materials, not 2x4s. And I had this shading wall over here. And the reason why I have the shading walls, the sun here is very powerful. So it shaded where I had my bear bin, which was sitting here. So that way all my food wasn't getting super hot. And then this was something I created to hold my water. So I had my water sitting on top of that. And this was something that we all sat on a lot. I don't know, it was really nice. I really enjoyed this kitchen, but some of the things I didn't like about it was this area right here where I was cooking. It was really just too small. So if there was two of us there, it was too small. It was too small. So you'll see that I had to level this out as well. You see, this was a little bit steeper. So I had to level it out. And I do have a lot of wood chips here and stuff, which I wish I have extra of, but I currently do not. I will be doing wood chipping again at some point, and I will be putting that in the new kitchen area too. Okay, so there's the deck that I was supposed to stain today. Still not dry. Looks like I'll be doing that hopefully tomorrow morning. Probably be the first thing I do as soon as I wake up, because it's supposed to have thunderstorms in the afternoon. Okay, so the new kitchen area. Doesn't he look pretty just sitting there like that? He looks so pretty. Handsome. Okay, so here's the new kitchen area. Bigger table, as you see. I think that the bigger table is needed. It can still seat about 4, but I could put people on the ends as well. And I'll do wood chips and stuff like that. But I was thinking that this is where I will put the new cooking table. So let me go back up a little. Sorry you guys for not editing as much on these videos, but I got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so here's a tree, there's another tree, and then there's this aspen that is really it's really thin, but I might be able to tie a tarp to it. So I got 4 points for a tarp, and my cooking area is right in the middle, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So one of the things I'm going to do, or I might give the kids an assignment. Madison loves working on tarps. I might have her figure out how to tie the tarps up and just have like a carabiner on it. So that way when I come here, all I do is just tie it up to the carabiner. So it's really fast to be able to tie it up. I did level this a little bit. So I was throwing some of the dirt that I had over here, and I was throwing some of the dirt over here, but this is not leveled that much. I haven't built this table, so I really don't know the size that it's going to be, And I'll be standing here. This will be a standing table. So it's not going to be a table where I'll be sitting at, because I'm just going to stand and cook here. So it's going to be a taller table. So I don't know if I really need to level it too much. I did end up leveling the one in the other kitchen because it was bugging my feet after a while. So I know at some point I'll probably level this. But this is not as steep as the other side of the old kitchen area. So this is also something I need to work on too. You'll see that I need to cut some more out here. I have a big like stump thing going on right there. It was making it really hard. Kind of losing a little bit of energy right now. But it's good for now. And it's projects I can give the kids too, because I could just tell them, hey, why don't you cut out this back end right here a little bit more so we can move that bench over. Okay, I had to change out my battery, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is one of the trees we fell over in the new kitchen area. It was a dead aspen, and so you see how it's already split there. It might actually end up splitting all the way through. Our plan, and I say our plan because it's my friend that was here, he's helping me make these into like lumber so we can actually build furniture out of them. So that's what this is for, that I'm saving here. Didn't fit in my car. I did bring down, I think it was like three others of these. I don't think it was from the same tree. There was some others that didn't have a crack in it. He's got a whole wood shop, so he's like super excited to work on this, and he's super excited to have these aspens. I'm going to show you in a future video. I'm not sure when it's going to be. I'll show you in a future video the 2x4s he's made. He's also made some panels with my aspen too. It's just amazing. It really is. It's really amazing. Some other things. This is from my sign. Yeah, I spray paint that, and that doesn't work too well. But you see that? I'm thinking of using that for a shade wall. This was my countertop in my old kitchen. Did I show my license plate? No, I'm okay. Okay. Sorry, you gotta think about that stuff on YouTube. But anyways, I'm thinking of using that for a shading wall for the bear bin for the interim until I figure out the permanent spot for the bear bin. Yeah. And I wanted to show you guys, if I could find it on the ground here. Look at this. Yes. Look at this. Do you see it? Those are little strawberries. Isn't that so cool? Little strawberries. I don't know, do you notice I have my like winter jacket on now? This is like it's my rain jacket that feels like a winter jacket because it has like, it's insulated. I really like it. I really do. It's important to have something like that here because what is it? I am filming this like the last week of June, something like that. Do you hear that? Did you hear that thunder? And the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Hopefully it misses me. I do see some blue sky. Most of my weather comes from, that would be west. Most of my weather comes from the west. Not all the time. Sometimes it will come from the south, but the majority of the time it comes from the west. I don't think I've ever really seen it come from the east or the north. Not to say it never happens, but you know, when you're out in the wilderness, you really pay attention to the weather a lot more than you think you would. So what I say, I think we should have a little chat here, and then maybe we have a little chat in the tent, and then we call it a night. We call it a video. I did want to do a longer video for you because I have been asked, I have been requested. Some of my patrons too have emailed me and said I would love to have a longer video. So my patrons, this one's for you. I'm like, what should we talk about? I got so much going on, you guys. So much going on. Is that rain? I just felt raindrops. Well, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I seriously see blue sky. Some of the comments that I'm getting, and I have to apologize. I'm not responding to a lot of the comments on YouTube. I am trying to read through all of them, and even like reading through and trying to put a heart on it, and it's I'm behind. Let me just put it that way. I'm behind, but I am reading them. I want to let you know I'm reading them. I'm just not clicking on the heart, and I don't know why I'm not. If I click on the heart, then you know for sure I read it. You know, I think I'll do that. I'm going to go through all my videos and start clicking on the hearts for everybody so everyone can see that I do appreciate all your comments. I really do, you know, and I read through them, and sometimes you guys have some really awesome advice too, and I have used that advice as I'm here. One of the things that people have said is that they're sad. It was in a recent video, or maybe it was a couple of weeks ago, because I'm not sure when this video is posting, but people were sad because they're watching me do stuff all by myself. And I think it was possibly my cabin stuff. And yeah, you're right. I'm doing a lot of stuff by myself. And but I knew that's what it was gonna be. But I think I'm learning a bit about me as well. You know, I don't ask people to help me. No. Well, there's only like one person that I ask, and he's the one that comes out here and he helped me build this table. But I don't even ask my kids, you know, like there's a part of me that feels a little guilty that they're helping, you know, because they did come out here and they helped me with the trees, and they were moving stuff once. I think I was out here like 10 times and they were out here once. I just feel that, I don't know. I'm just going to talk about the kids for right now. I feel that if I ask them to do a ton of like work, then they're not going to want to come out here anymore. They're going to see Spirit Forest as the place that they have to do a ton of work. And they don't want to do that. You know, I mean, they're kids. I don't know how your kids are, but my kids don't want to work. They just want to play. That's all they want to do is just play all the time. You know, like this tree over here. I'm going to show you so you remember. That tree that is, I point at this tree all the time because it's like a sore thing for me, and I'm sitting right next to it all the time now. But it's actually been tipped over for 2 or 3 years. 2 years. Yeah, and it's growing. It still has green leaves on it. It's still growing. Maybe I can put it back up. But I met with some neighbors and I was like, hey, can you help me with this tree? You know, and getting rid of it. Because I don't even think my chainsaw can go through that without having some issues. And it's a lot of work, you guys. Like, that's a lot of work. It doesn't look as big, I think, in the camera, but it's a lot of work to go through this tree. So I asked them to do it, and they said, well, yeah, we'll do it if you could help us bring the wood to our car. And I was like, but I'm giving you free wood. But yeah, they're like, oh, just have your kids come out here and we'll get this tree done. And I know if like my kids were here, I'm here, and they're 2 people, we'll get this tree done within an hour, you know? But I'm like, then I gotta ask my kids to do something. And literally that's what I'm thinking. And I'm like, why do I feel bad? They should have to do something. But I just want them to know Spirit Forest is a fun place. I don't know. And then the girl's ex-husband, the girl's daddy, you know, like, he doesn't want to be here either. I know him. I don't think he wants to be here. Like, he'll talk about it. He'll talk about, oh, come out there and I'll cut some trees down. But he's never like, hey, I'll be out there next weekend to help you with trees if you want. So, and he's like my best friend, you guys, and there's a part of me that think he might be a little jealous. Another part of me, he's kind of lazy and he doesn't want to do it. Probably more, he's kind of lazy and doesn't want to do it. And sorry if you're watching this, the girl's daddy, but it's true. It's true. And it's like, I don't want to have to ask him because he helps me with the tent, he helped me put up the canvas tent the last 2 years, 3 years, something like that, so it's like, I just need him to help me do that. And I'm like, just help me do that. I'm fine. I'll figure this out. There's a lot of wood here, you guys, but I'll figure it out. And then my friends, like my girlfriends. No. Like the ones here that are local, that are available to help, this really wouldn't be their thing. Like, really wouldn't be their thing. And some of them said, hey, let me know when you need help. And I know they'd come out here and one of them would bring like a bottle of wine and sit there and drink wine while I'm doing stuff, and then I'd never get anything done. I'm kind of just wait until the cabin's built and hopefully my girlfriends will come. I don't think they will. I'll be honest with you. I don't. They're very different than me. They really are. They're just very different. So they like the city. They like to be entertained. They like to go to restaurants. I mean, now you can't really go to restaurants. I mean, restaurants are starting to open and stuff like that, but I think a restaurant here is like 30, 40 minutes away, So I just don't ask anyone. And so I just do it myself. And I have been asking my other friend to come out here because I want to use my chainsaw. There's times where I'm like, I gotta use my chainsaw. Can you come up here? And I'll ask him because like, I know he doesn't have anything else going on. You know what I mean? I'm like, you got nothing else going on. And he'll be like, yeah, that's fine. And he doesn't complain at all. Like, he's just mellow and chill and yeah, just chill. Like, there's no complaint. Like, he just sits there and he'll help me for like 4 hours straight, and then he cracks open a beer and hangs out for a while, and that's cool. I'm totally fine with it. I'm happy that there's like another adult here, so I'm just a busy kind of person. Like, I'm always doing something. So I don't know. That's a really long answer to why I don't have anybody else here to help me. But it's a true answer. It really is. Like, and I get subscribers saying that they'll come out here to help me, and I appreciate that. But Spirit Force is like its own business, and so if like I don't know how to put this other than just saying it, is like, if you were to come out here and if you were to get hurt and a tree fell on you, or you cut yourself with like a chainsaw or something like that. That was a really big mosquito. I could get sued. And not to say that you are going to sue me. It's just I have to protect myself, and I have no insurance. If somebody currently comes out here right now and wants to help me with trees and help me hauling stuff and moving stuff, I have no insurance for that. I have nothing to protect me. So that's why I only have a couple people coming out. And it's nothing against you, because I've been asked by multiple people. It's nothing against you. I truly appreciate it. And if I could figure out the insurance part of it, so I don't get sued because some tree fell on you or something, And I'm not saying that you would sue, but your family might, be like, you put this person in an unsafe environment. Yeah, I'm a little what's the word? What's the word for that? Like, I get scared that someone's gonna like sue me for something. There's so many people out there that do get sue crazy, and you see my land, and I'm like, shoot, someone's gonna trip on something and they're gonna fall and be Yeah, so I just invite friends over is all I do, and when I have my class here, I do have insurance. I do. So, but I'm not having classes here at Spirit Forest this year, so that's different. So I'm on my own. I'm doing it on my own. I think I'm going to go for a little walkabout, but I'm going to leave you guys alone, and I'm going to see you in the tent. It's about 6:45 right now. I think I'll try to not get in my tent until 7:30. And I downloaded some movies, and I might just watch a movie, and I'll talk to you for a little bit, but then I'll just watch a movie and just hang out and listen to my neighbor's kids. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit when I'm inside my tent. I'm in my tent. I like being in a tent. I really do. Some people don't like it, but I really enjoy it. I really do. I can hear all the sounds around me. In fact, there's an animal that's right outside my tent right now. I think it's a small one. So I think we're okay. I do have my bear spray, and I have a knife. Now, I can never get the lighting right at night inside my tent, so I'm sorry if it goes blurry. I'll just try to stay really still. I almost fell asleep and totally forgot to say goodnight. So I'm going to say goodnight, but before I say goodnight, there's just a couple things I'd love to chat with you about, and I was just thinking about it. One of them is my job. I do get asked a lot. I do have a new job, and just want to talk about it because I get asked a lot about it. So I wanted to answer the questions. And another one is, what are the... I have the Premiere for YouTube. I think it's called Premiere. Premium? No, it's called Premium. Sorry, I gotta think about it. Premiere's the product that I use to edit these videos. Premium is the YouTube package that I have. So I actually pay a monthly fee to be able to download YouTube videos, and I thought that you might be curious of what kind of YouTube videos that I download, that when I'm sitting in my tent, and it's, I did go to my tent at 7:30. It is, I think it's like 10 o'clock right now. So it is later, and I'm still up. But anyways, I thought you might be interested in that. And so we would talk about that, and then I'll say goodnight. So regarding my job, I do really like my job. I do. It is a lot of work. It's more of like the mental side of things. It's more like the mental work. I don't know how to say it. How am I? See, it's like I'm brain dead. It's like, oh, Rocky, you stink. Oh, give me a minute. I gotta air out the tent. Sorry about that. Now he's giving me a look. You want to see? I do have Rocky here. It's not gonna focus on him, but yeah, he stinks so bad, you guys. When he eats a lot of sticks and a lot of deer poop, it is like potent, and I gotta like shake the tent, and it wakes me up at night because you have to eat deer poop. Yeah. He's literally just staring at me. He has no idea what I'm saying. Anyways, what was I talking? My job. Okay, yeah, so my job makes me mentally drained every day. It won't always be like that, I know that, but my job is very complicated. I am learning all about networks and computer systems and how people store data on their computer system. Like, I am learning so much stuff with this new job that by the time the day's done, which is about 6 o'clock, I'm not working as much until 9 o'clock anymore, but 6 o'clock, I'm tired. literally tired. Like, I feel like getting out of my chair and crawling over to the couch and just laying down and just like not thinking about absolutely anything. Because I'm just trying to retain as much information as I possibly can so I can be the best at my job. For those of you that don't know, I am a designer. They call us UX designers, but basically it's a web designer. So in order for me to design, let's say a website, I'm making it simple. In order for me to design a website, I have to know the user that's using the website. And a lot of what I'm designing looks like Excel. Most people know what Excel looks like. It looks like Excel. And so picture trying to design Excel. That's my daily job. Now, this has a lot of career opportunity growth for me. So it's really good towards, I say the end of my career, but I'm nowhere near retiring. I wish I was, but nowhere near retiring. But it could be a company possibly that I could retire at. And I can do really well with it. So I am trying really hard. Not able to come up and camp as much as I'd like to, but I do see that changing possibly next year. So next year I think I will be able to, I'll have vacation days and I'll be able to come up here and do things. So that's how my job is doing. Very well. I'm very happy with it. So thank you for all of you that have asked how my job is doing. So the next thing I was thinking that we would talk about is the YouTube videos that I download for when I come up here. I have my phone. I was actually watching one. And that's why I fell asleep, because it's one of the ones that I watch and then it makes me tired. I don't know. I hear some of you watch my stuff because it makes you tired. Oh, I can't look at my phone and the light at the same time. Okay, let me scroll. And I'm just going to tell you some of them because I think that, you possibly would want to know, and maybe you would like it too. I have no idea. I am all over the place of what I watch on YouTube. And I don't know, are you the same way? Do you always watch girls in a tent? I used to. On YouTube, I used to always watch the same stuff. When it came to like camping and hiking and stuff like that, I watched a lot of girls that were a lot like me, and guys too, like I watched Joe Robinette, and I watched the guy in the UK, TA Awesome Outdoors or something like that. I watched him a lot. I watched Sean, or is it Shane? Sean at My Self-Reliance, and I watched a couple of those guys. They all seem to connect with each other. They have a lot of YouTube friends, I guess. I used to watch that all the time, and that would be like all I would watch. And I think over the last 6 months or so, I've really changed what I watch on YouTube, because I got sick of watching people make coffee or make a fire or do the same thing in every video. That's why you see in my videos, it's not always the same thing. I change it up, and like, we're not always backpacking or in a tent, or we're doing other things, and I like that because I like to change it up. And I know that a lot of people don't, and that's probably why my YouTube channel doesn't do so well, but that's okay. That's okay. This is not what I plan on doing for a living. This is not what I'm going to retire doing. I do this for fun. Okay, so this is a new channel. Actually, it's a brand new channel that she created. She has multiple channels. It's called Daughter of Old. I really like her videography. So I've been really kind of more interested in people's videography more than the actual topic of the video. I think that she does very well with capturing the moment and the feeling. And I think it's something that I would like to do later. I'm not doing it now. I'm so busy right now, you guys. The videos that you're getting, trust me, I am trying, but I have to make it really fast and easy to edit. But I am inspired by her. I think that she is just amazing. I'm going to go on the same lines as her. Was it Jonah Jinton? I didn't pronounce that right. She's really popular. She's got like 1 million subscribers. You guys, a lot of you have told me, do you watch her? Yeah, I watch her. You know, I think that she kind of talks like a fairy. If I were to think what a fairy talks like, she kind of talks like that a little bit. But her videography is really, really good. And she's really a true inspiration for me to make my videos better. However, I haven't done that, but I will. I'm an artist, you know, by nature. Like, I'm an artist. Like, that's what I do for a living. That's how I make a living. And if I were just to have a little more time to spend, I would, you know. A lot of times I just sit here and I talk to you guys. And I like doing that too, you know. Another one that I watched that's a little bit like her is Girl in Calico, Calico. She does some really good videography. In fact, I was just watching her videos and almost fell asleep because she has really nice smooth music, you know, and I think she's a lot younger too. I think she's a lot younger. And the daughter of Old is also younger too. Isn't that focusing? Sorry. If I click on my screen, sometimes it focuses better. Okay. And then this one's funny because this one has nice music too. And Kyla and I watch this every once in a while. So again, this is what I'm downloading to come up here to Spirit Forest. So a lot of times I'm in my tent. I'm never like watching it during the day. I'm in my tent, I'm getting ready for bed, and these are the channels that I watch. It's called Foo the Flounder Horn. He's got like 1 million subscribers, so he's got to be good, right? He's got pretty good videography too, and he just films fish. He has a fish tank or like 6 fish tanks or something like that, and he films fish. And he has like piano music with it, and he feeds the fish, and for some reason I like watching that. It calms me because he plays piano music, and that calms Rocky too. And Rocky starts snoring once I start playing his stuff. Let's see. I know there was another one that was very similar to that like calming, and I want to make sure that I get it for you. Fairyland Cottage is another one. All of those that I've just mentioned are all very similar. They're very calming, very relaxing. They usually some of them have a little bit of talking, but not much. It's mostly the music and some like background sounds kind of a thing. So I like those. So those I've downloaded for this adventure this weekend. I also have some I also download videos of like painting tutorials, even though I'm not painting right now. Sometimes it's just nice just to kind of see a painting tutorial. That's when I'm not ready to go to bed yet. And that was Art of John. It doesn't show the whole name. Art of John, Magne. Maybe you'll find him if you're looking for art stuff. If I want a good laugh, and this is something that Stacy showed me. This guy's hilarious. He's a bushcrafter guy. His name is Hayes Outdoors. And he's always about dunking his junk. And he's hilarious. That boy can drink too. I think he's out of Scotland. I like his accent, and I think he was sick in his past and he's gotten better, and he brings the camera along. Very similar to kind of what I do. But he does different things than I do, you know, but he's funny. He's like really funny. Most of the time I watch his stuff, I'm usually laughing. So if I need a good laugh, I did download one of his, and actually I did watch one when I first got in the tent, and I did laugh. I downloaded a Bob Ross video. I totally did. Sometimes I'll download one of those tiny home ones. Trying to see if I can find the name of that tiny home. I did download one. But anyways, I download some of those, like, it's like tiny home living or something like that. I don't want to live in a tiny home. I have no want or need to live in an RV or a tiny home. I know a lot of you do. That's not part of what I see my future. I don't. Not to say I would never do that. You never know with me. But I don't know. I just kind of like how they decorate these little small spaces and how they use small spaces. Now, my cabin's not going to be really tiny, but it's going to be small, and so I want to be able to utilize as much space as I can to store my gear, because as you know, I have a lot of gear. So I have that. Oh, here it is. Living Big in a Tiny House. I found it. So I did download one of theirs. I do follow Colorado Mountain Living. They're a married couple that is not too far away from me, and they are building a cabin. And her husband is amazing. Like, amazing. Like, he's like built the cabin on his own, you know. He's got all the knowledge and stuff. He's very quiet in the videos. Most of the videos is his wife is the one that's kind of leading the channel. She's really nice. You can tell she's a nice person in the videos, but he does a lot of the work, and I think she helps out as well. But he's amazing. Everything that he does, like she'll have an idea about, like, I want wooden stairs that go in a spiral, and he's like, okay, I'll build it. So that's kind of a fun one to watch if you feel like it. And they're kind of more real on their videos. It's not very produced video, you know. I don't know what the right word is for that. I watch MedCram. That is my updates I get for the coronavirus. So I did download some of those. I watch Townsend's, which I've mentioned them before. They talk about living in the 18th century, which is very interesting to me. There's something about that century that I'm drawn to. So I like that. I do have some other Viking stuff that I watch. I'm gonna butcher his name, but I watched every one of his videos. It's Earth Harg. I'm just gonna spell it. Arith. Harger. And he does a lot of like history of the Vikings and what they believed in, and so that's like one of the studies that I've been looking at, you know, is just trying to study what the Vikings believe in. Not to say that I believe in everything the Vikings believe, because I got a lot of emails in one of my last videos. I'm just an open-minded person, and I like to study different things. Another one, again, another Viking thing I watch is Freya Norling, Norling. She is a Norwegian witch that lives in the north of Norway. I watch her stuff because I love her videography. And it shows Norway and a lot of her stuff too. And I'm educated by it too. So she talks a lot about what the Vikings believed in as well. So I watch a lot of her stuff, and most of her videos have a really good message to them. So there's something to be said about videos that have a good message to them. You know, usually you're like, after you're done watching that video, I know you feel better. I don't know how else to explain it. But I have a couple of hers on here too. Let me just see. I have my yoga videos. Yep, I have my yoga videos. I think that's about it. Yes, that's about it. Oh, I do follow this guy that's in Colorado, the Virtual Sherpa. And he's hiking a bunch of mountains here in Colorado. And in fact, he ended up hiking one of the mountains that I wanted to hike that I didn't think had a trail to the top of it. And I think he recently hiked it. So I'm going to watch that video because it's a mountain that I want to hike. So there you go. That was a lot. I just talked for 17 minutes. So hopefully you enjoyed this really long video. Because I've been requested, and obviously this will be a part 2. So I am going to get going to bed. Part 1, which will be the next video, will be, I'll probably get up in the morning, I'll have some breakfast, and we're going to stain the deck. And we might have a little talk, but that video will not be as long as this one. I just wanted to let you know that I don't always do long videos, but sometimes I was requested, and you actually join me through most of my day today. So thank you for coming and being there with me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in part 2. So thank you. Bye-bye.